Hello and welcome to motiondesign TV. My name is Kai Tenman, aka Motensen, and yes, it's a while ago that I record a tutorial, but today I take myself a bit time and try to explain, and it's very easy, how I made this whole bunch of kind of dancing animations I posted the last time. It's mainly I made for fun for my Instagram account, because I was very interested in Instagram in the last 3 months, because I didn't understand that it's an over-day social network and not just a service where people photograph food or something, and then I start to post some work and learned how the people react, and and originally I planned to post on Instagram some random stuff that I didn't do in my regular portfolio or something anyway, so and a very fun thing I found is making this dance animation, because it's very easy. You grab some bunch of motion capturing data and do some abstract stuff with, and it's always 1 hour or so in front of C4D, and you have a very funny and interesting animation because it's based on real human movement. And I show you what I did in the past few months. I think I start with this animation here. Moment. Yeah, this is the first one, and this was my first test. And here I try to have this low polygon look. I skip the sound. And do some strange effects with this. So you can see from time to time the whole body distorts and do stuff. And for me it's just fun to testing what abstract stuff is possible with this dancing humans. And after this I made this, I think, not sure. No, it's an early version. I made it's just a jump. Okay, there were so much. I think this was the next one. And you see it's a bit abstract. There come some particles out of the creature, and he's still dancing, and then I make this glitch boy. And beside having all this motion capturing animated data, I use it mainly to test some new renders. For example, this was made with T renderer, or in other case I used Arnold, and so on. And it's very interesting to make this little test with more or less realistic situations, and not just with one still frame or so. So it's more interesting. You will learn more how the renderers reacting on some kind of animation, and in the last case you saw this one maybe. This is made with traditional Cinema 4D hair system, but I didn't let it look like hairs, and render the whole stuff with Arnold. So it's interesting how this two things work together. But anyway, okay, maybe a last one. Woo. This is based on. This is based on human mocap data too, but I let from the original body emit some particles, and with the X particles skinning system I get this whole ghost-like form or something. It's very funny, I think. And the most interesting thing is when I did this one, yeah, and posted on Instagram, it goes some kind of viral instantly, yeah. And I posted because I find it very funny that the guy with the spheres on the body, it looks like some kind of strange jacket, and yeah, it's a bit abstract because the guy is silver and the background is pink. But what I didn't expect, this thing goes viral on Instagram, yeah. Many thousand people liked it and viewed it, and yeah, it's another strange thing. On Instagram, copied it and put it on her own account. So I found so much copies from this one on accounts from other people that this was very strange. And for example, on my own account, I had after the first few days, I had just 1,000 or 2,000 views and some likes. But on other channels, for example, the Cool Hunter find this one and had 50,000 views and a bazillion of likes. This was very interesting. And I found out it's not because of the cool 3D or something. It's just that normal people, not interested in 3D or something, like dancing animations, funny, strange dancing animations, that's all. And so I think, okay, it's a nice way to get more follower on Instagram and try some render engines and have some fun. And everything, in German we say, every fly with one clap. Oh, I'm not sure. Okay, so, but now it's time to show you how it works. It's very easy. The only thing is you need a valid Adobe account, I'm afraid. I'm not 100% sure, but my first entry in this thing is Adobe software called Fuse. Yeah, this one. And with Fuse, you can create your own 3D character, so it's very easy. But since we all have Cinema 4D, we can make our own characters too. So it's just a nice tool to maybe test stuff quickly or something. So and this ready-made character can be exported to a website. You see it below is mixamo. So, and I didn't do it now. We going directly to mixamo and having a look what's happened there. So this is mixamo. Yeah, I'm logged in with my Adobe account. I'm not sure if you need this, and I think right, but yeah, you have to try it by your own. The most of you guys, I think, using Adobe software anyway. So in the best case, you have a Adobe account, and so when we are on the Mixamo website, the technique behind is that you can give in the website any 3D character, any. I test something and find out it has to be more or less human. Yeah. For example, I try a cat with a tail and auto detection, and this is what the site offers. You can put some 3D character and some algorithm in the website doing some kind of automatic rigging. Yeah. When you're not able to do it in Cinema 4D or just too lazy, you can rig your characters with this website. It's very interesting stuff. So, and the first thing we can show is the store. Yeah, you see here are some ready-made characters with some animations. I test this one. Dun, 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 dun. So, and any animation here is motion captured. You know this from making of videos where people in some tight suits with some so-called markers, in most cases are some kind of spheres, doing stuff in a room and some other people recording them, and later you see exact the same movement in the computer. It's motion capturing, very normal nowadays. And the fun stuff is here's a big library on some funny or useful still captured human animations. But yeah, what can we do with this? The easiest thing is you go to the store and choose a character. For example, yeah, for our need it's maybe the best thing to have just a normal human character, like for example, moment. When I remember right, here is some, yeah, you see this, the marker man, yeah? This is funny because this is the guy, how he looks when the motion capturing stuff is happened. So that's exactly the original actor or something. Okay, so we choose this guy. Then we go to store animation, and now I need a proper animation for this guy. I just choose this jump, and you can see he's jumping. Yeah. So and because most of the animation here are very short animations for later blending together or something. The only, and this is interesting because this is one of the reasons I choose the dance animations, because the dance animations are the only ones that are longer than just 50 frames or so. Yeah? And when you made a whole video, it's of course better when you have 5-second movies, or no, not just 5 seconds, better 10, 15 or 20 seconds. And so I come up with this dancing stuff. You can choose selecting dance animations here. And oh yeah, it's a good one, thriller. So, okay, so and when you like the animation, you just click add to my assets. So, and then view and download. You can view the animation. You can make it a bit faster and so stuff, but yeah, that's just for your information. So, and then I choose, okay, download this character. And the format is FBX. It's a very popular character animation exchange format, and Cinema 4D can read it. And yeah, everything is okay. I choose put it in my queue and then download it. So, and that is the first step. Now we have this guy ready to import it to Cinema 4D. Show you how it works. It's moment. Here's the thriller part 3, and that's all. So, because Cinema 4D can import this FBX stuff, and now we have the animation inside Cinema 4D, and you see it's very easy, and that is a base. So, and because having the animation inside Cinema 4D, it's so easy. I of course are not satisfied with just render some dancing guy. So I try some stuff with this. But at first, I show you the second way how you can import your own 3D character in Mixamo. Important is, when you have a Cinema 4D character, save them as OBJ. Yeah, when you go to export, and I show you a moment. Your character, export, and wavefront. Yeah, and in the best case, the character has to stand in the right position to the world. Yeah, so the Z is behind him, and Y and X are in the right direction. So, and when you did it, and I prepared some character from a job from last year, this nice cat, but as I said, without the tail, because the auto detection recognized the tail not proper, and so he didn't rig the character. So, character is okay, it's a cat without tail. The next step is very easy. You just put this on the shin, this on the wrist, this on the elbow. Everything is mirrored, you can see, on the knees and on the groin, like this. Okay, and then when you have elaborated character with fingers or so stuff, this is a right skeleton you have to choose. But in our case, my cat had just this non-finger hand. So I choose this. Yeah, it's way easier. And say next. So it's a moment. Maybe I make a cut here or something. So, and after the software is calculating, is ready with the calculation, here is the cat. Ready, made in the Mixamo system. And again, I would have just to choose some animation. In the store, animation. Again, I like some dance moves. So, and go. And okay, and it's on. Now, my own 3D character, this half cat, has some animation, and again I can save it and save it as FBX, and can import it in Cinema 4D. Yeah, and then we have, yeah, I prepared some animation like this one. So, and the next thing is, of course, your choice and up to your fantasy, because like I said, it's of course easy in the case of this, because I killed the textures, sorry. I bring them back, remembering the thriller guy. Of course, you can give him a ground and maybe some lightning and so on, yeah, and then he would dancing. So it's okay. But the interesting case is now, what can you do with this stuff? And like you see, I put some things on this. I let him react with some dynamic objects in Cinema 4D. And there are so many ways doing things with mocap, with dynamics, with some particle stuff. Yeah, for example, I can let this guy, when I take X particles and say, okay, I need some x-particle emitter and give the source for the emitting the body of this guy. You see? Now some particles coming out of this guy while he's dancing. Maybe we need some more. Yeah. Like this. So, and maybe when we put now a turbulence modifier or something like this. So, that looks a bit stupid. But you can see this is just the beginning. Yeah? When you have the character inside C4D, you can doing so much stuff. With particles is one thing. Yeah? You can let him react with particles. You can work with mocap, for example. Yeah, you remember mocap? You can clone objects on the surface of other objects. Yeah. You choose mocap, set the mode to object, and the object is again our body. And now surface, and maybe some of this, maybe a bit tinier, like this. And when you hidden the character, what's left is just the cubes, for example. Yeah. So, oops. Now we have a bunch of dancing cubes. Why not? You see, and this is the base, the basic of what I did. From this point, I start all my different animations, and I'm not sure, but I think when you didn't have a Adobe account or something, yeah, in the internet are many sources for free motion capture data, and in the most case, they're using some formats called BHV, I think, yeah. Just Google free motion capturing stuff, or in the very best case you have some ready skin characters with motion capturing data in. But what I like to say is mixamo is not the only source for it, but it's the easiest one. Yeah, and it's really cool when you're new in character stuff. Yeah. Because character animation, it's more or less complex, and doing such animation, we have to work a few days to give some people a nice dancing. Yeah, it's not so easy to animate, and it's a very cool thing using motion capturing data just to test things out. Yeah, just to test with characters. For example, when you don't need some dancing cubes, maybe you like to test what happens when you give this guy some hairs. Where is it? Simulation, hairs, whoop. Okay, a bit long. Simulation, tool, scale. So now he has real hairs, yeah, and it's very interesting because now you can play with the parameters from hairs without the need of our own animated characters, yeah, and you can test what happens with hairs when a fast-moving person had hairs, yeah, because this is it's interesting stuff. Yeah, some people that playing with hair, just doing it on a sphere and think, yeah, I have hair on the sphere, and now I shaking the sphere and the hair are shaking with them. But it's a complete different thing when you make a real haircut to a person, and you like this haircut relatively stable, but moving with the right feeling and something. And this is not easy to set up in Cinema 4D. And with a ready-made animated character, you can test some stuff. Yeah? It's very great. Or when you like, you can make a funny, strange animation. Did I show you my thriller thing? No, yeah? Yeah. For example, this is the same technique I used right now with the cubes, but in this case, is of spheres. That's all. You see it. I grabbed the mixamo character with an animation, put spheres on it, and let him dance. And the rest is some interesting materials in T-renderer. And maybe I forget, but some people asking me about T-render tutorial. I very love T-renders. It's very easy to use and makes very great results. Can you show what I did with T, for example? Give them T sky tag and yeah, it's enough. Set T render, and now go to darkroom, custom MC and rendering. So, and you see T-render it's very fast, yeah, and it's path tracing, sorry. That means equal to octane or something, yeah. All calculations based on real behavior of the light and lenses from cameras and so on. It's very great. It's a very great render and very fast, yeah. You know, I didn't have the fastest CPU. I just have this 6-core Mac Pro, and for example, I can show you my original, and you can see it's there are not some versions and something. Yeah, I just tested the stuff. And when I like it, I hit the render button and it goes public. So this is a dancing guy, and this is again the real-time window from T-renderer. Moment, and ready. For effect. Oh, there's something missing. The floor is missing. Okay, I don't know what happened with the scene, but you can see. I switch on the floor. Moment. So the longest thing what the render has to do is to transport. No, I know what I made. Yeah. Okay. Is to transport the data to the renderer. Yeah. But the rendering itself is very fast. Like you know, the traditional cinema renderer starts with some bucket, and the T-renderer has something ready. So, okay, this because of the much spheres is maybe not so fast to bring data to the renderer. And a last fast example. Moment. Boom. Yeah, sorry, but I forget it. It's not a T-renderer tutorial. It's just yeah. But that is what I'd like to show you. Yeah, it's very fast, very responsive. I get a ground. Yeah, and you can navigate in a scene, and you didn't need a battery of expensive GeForce graphic cards, but it helps a lot because the nice thing on T-renderer is it runs on CPU, yeah, with my normal Mac, but on the iMac in this Office 2, the iMac tiny GeForce graphics card make all the calculations twice as fast as my workstation. Yeah, it's funny. So T-Runner used CPU and at the moment any NVIDIA graphic card, and hopefully in a few months OpenCL, that means AMD graphic cards too. But okay, that's just a little was heißt ein Abschweifen auf Englisch? Ich weiß es nicht.
Too far from this.
Yeah. Back to our animated characters. So, and in this lesson I just like to show you how we can import the characters into Cinema 3D 40, Cinema 40, and you can choose which animation I should show in detail. Yeah. For example, what did I for this guy, or what happens with this one, or maybe when you're interested in what is the technique behind this. Yeah. And for every variation I did, I make another little tutorial. For this moment, it's enough. You now know how you get some animated characters into Cinema 40, and maybe it's a good start to create your own stuff. Yeah, and that's all for now. It's a bit short this time, but I hope you have fun with this technique now. Not really technique, with this import from Mixamo, and yeah, I'm very interested in watching your creations. Please yeah, give me a link or something in the comment section of YouTube when you have some own creation. I'm curious what you guys coming up with. I can give you a little preview of what I made out of the cat. Watch this guy. Yeah, looking forward to my next animation with this cat. Yeah, okay, this is the end. This was Motiondesign TV Season 7, Episode 4, sponsored again by the background King of the North, Isa, and yeah, that's all for now. Please comment, yeah, here on YouTube or on my blog or somewhere, what you like to see in more detail, which one of my animations, yeah, maybe this solar thing or this breakdancing thing. When you are especially interested in this, then I will make a tutorial for this one first. And yeah, that's all for now. Have fun. Motiondesign TV, Motiondesign is out for today.